Hello my beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Jai. I am back with another video from Wansee Entertainment. Haven't watched him in a while. And this is 3 True Horror Stories Animated. So sit back, relax, and let's watch.
Hi Wansee, I wanted to share my story that happened just this morning. I live in a squatter's area, and the houses here are made of plywood. Just to give you some context, I'm a 17-year-old girl with a short, small build, and in our neighborhood we have 2 homes. One is made of plywood, and the other one is a concrete house that is bigger and much safer. Let's begin.
Okay.
Last night, me, my 2 friends, and my boyfriend decided to hang out at our safer house. We talked until 11 p.m., and when they were ready to go home, I told them they could go with my mom, because she was heading to a funeral not too far from our other house. I figured I could come too, because I wanted to sleep alone in our plywood house. I always sleep more comfortably there. I asked my mom and she said yes. I asked my boyfriend to carry out my 2 pillows and blanket, and he asked me if I would be okay sleeping on my own because he was worried something might happen. I should have listened to him. My boyfriend and my friend helped me take my things to the plywood house. The house is old, and it has a big hole in the wall that someone could easily use to get inside. I had a bad feeling, so I covered the hole with blankets because I was scared someone might watch me while I sleep. Then I tied the door with shoelaces, just for extra security. After settling in, I played Mobile Legends with my boyfriend. He asked me if we could video call because he was still worried something might happen. I turned off the lights, but I suddenly had a bad feeling again, so I switched them back on. And that's the last thing I remember. I must have fallen asleep after that. Around 5 a.m., I felt something above my head move. Then I felt the garter of my pajamas pulling. I woke up and someone pushed a pillow over my face. I turned to my side to breathe and fought to get the pillow off me. I managed to pull it away and screamed for my uncle, who lives right next door to our house. The person ran and escaped through the big hole in the wall. I was crying as I told my uncle what happened. At first, they thought I was just dreaming, until I showed them the footprint the man left above my head. My uncle and auntie walked me back home, and I cried to my mom. I am just thankful I woke up when I did, and that he didn't have a knife. I keep thinking what could have happened if he did.
That story, I would be traumatized.
This happened on it.
And she says it happened this morning. I'm just telling the story. So I would not want to be, I'll probably be shook if that happened. Nuh-uh, not me. Not I, not y'all.
April 29th, 2025. I was at my classmate's house because I had nothing to do, and I was getting bored waiting at my mom's workplace. So I decided to visit my friend. For privacy, let us call her Roosh. Roosh was upstairs in her room. Her brother was also upstairs in another room playing online games, and I was the only one downstairs in the living room. I am a very shy person. I hate taking pictures when someone is watching me. So since I was completely alone, I grabbed the chance to take a few selfies, and that was when I heard it. Something coming down the stairs. I froze and quickly turned my head toward the staircase. But there was nothing there. No footsteps, no shadow, nothing unusual at all. So I shrugged it off and kept taking pictures. I did not feel anything strange at the time, so I just ignored it. Fast forward. On July 17th, or maybe the 20th, there was a power outage. I was bored, so I started scrolling through my gallery. I found one of the live photos I took that day in Roosh's living room. When I first played the live photo, everything looked normal. But when I tapped it again, something felt off. I tried to remember what I had been looking at on the stairs in that moment, so I played the live photo a 3rd time, and that was when I finally saw it. The refrigerator opened by itself. A chill ran through my whole body. I replayed it over and over just to be sure. And then I saw something else. Something even worse. There was a hand pulling the refrigerator door open. I knew for a fact I had been alone downstairs. Everyone else was still upstairs the entire time. I cannot say the photo was edited. I cannot say it was a prank, because the video looks real. Too real. I'm a man in my 30s living in England. After work, I used to enjoy fishing by the river. On the weekend night when this incident occurred, I was night fishing near the river. Suddenly, 4 men came running toward me from afar. At first, it was dark, so I couldn't see them clearly, but as they got closer, I realized they were all wearing horse head masks. At first, I thought they were just teenagers playing around, but they were all huge, like athletes, and each was carrying a fishing rod. I heard them laughing, and one of them shouted at me, "Bro, did you catch a lot? We're here to fish too." He tried to sound friendly, but something about his voice made my whole body tense. I looked around, but there was no one else there. I smiled awkwardly and replied, "No, not yet." Then one of them said, "Are there not many fish?" "It's okay. We're not catching fish. We're catching people." "Bro, go into the river. We'll try to catch you with our fishing rods." Only then did I realize what was happening. A cold panic shot through me. One of them, wearing a leather jacket, approached me and handed me his phone. A video was playing on the screen. It was of a man struggling in a pool, surrounded by horse-masked men, casting fishing rods. They looked as if they were trying to catch the man like a fish, and they were all laughing wickedly. The man in the pool was groaning in agony, and his body was covered in wounds and blood, as if real hooks had torn into him. The man in the leather jacket showed me the video, shrugging his shoulders and laughing. Then he said, "Decent, innit? Do you want to play fishing with us?" He showed me another video, this one of a man swimming desperately while masked men cast their lines at him over and over. I was so shocked I almost vomited. Then they slowly walked toward me, trying to surround me. I'll never forget that moment. It felt like the world slowed down, and I was watching my own death coming for me. I decided to take a gamble. I instantly swung my fishing rod at them with all my might. They were startled and dodged. Then I ran like crazy. I'd been a fast runner since I was a child. They chased me, but I barely managed to outrun them. As I ran, I saw people downtown in the distance. I shouted to get someone's attention. I immediately called the police. And when they arrived shortly after, the men had already disappeared. All that was left was my fishing rod lying on the ground. I've been having terrible nightmares ever since.
Just let people be. Let me fish in peace. Because they gon' it's not the wrong person. So I need a weapon.
If you...
No more Mr. Nice Guy. And who would want to live in a house with a big old hole and just keep that, just live in your secure house that's more safer, you know? I wouldn't feel safe with a big old hole and you attach a nail and a string for safety. That don't seem right. And that was a ghost. The second picture, a ghost in your house. A ghost. Or something. You know. Yeah, so that was Wansee Entertainment. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have the most awesome, positive day. Stay grateful, stay blessed. Until next time. Peace.